Welcome back. In today's session, I will be explaining HR scorecard. So, we already know balance scorecard. So, what balance scorecard does is it will give us the idea of how business is performing with respect to four parameters, that is, its business internal processes, its customer base, its financial condition, and its human resource capabilities. So, similarly, what HR scorecard does is it will give you the metrics, or it will give you the measure of how good HR department is performing, what its processes are, and how the productivity is, and whether all these activities of HR department they are in alignment with organization strategies and its goals. So managers will use these HR scorecards, which are visual representation basically, so to assess whether the department objectives of HR department and the organization objectives are in alignment or not, and they will see whether there has to be some control checks done. So what scorecards do, they basically take previous year's data and current data, they will compare and they will show whether processes are improving and whether they are moving towards the achievement of organization objectives or not. So basically, scorecard also they focus on HR scorecard also focuses on four parameters. The first one is HR deliverables. So deliverables, again, they are the insights, or you can say the parameters which are contributing in achievement of organization objectives. And the next one is high performance work system. So creating a work system which will motivate people to perform well, so that is also important. So it deals with high performance work system. We will look into the example next for better understanding. And then whether the HR activities are in alignment with firm strategy or not, so that will be measured here. And the last and very important is the efficiency with which all these processes are contributing to organization objectives. So important thing here is understanding organization objectives, understanding the strategies of the organization, and then curating your HR processes so that they are in alignment or they are helping achieve these objectives, but with utmost efficiency. Let's say your organization's objective is innovation, okay, to bring in innovation or to build products or services which are innovative in nature. So what is expected from HR department? First thing is you require people who have this capabilities or technical skill sets to bring innovative ideas, or you can say to build things, isn't it? So R&D department would be utmost importance. So you have to recruit technically sound people or skilled people, creative people in this department so that they can bring in innovation in the organization. And what other, so coming to the first one, if I take HR deliverables, so see, if you can see on the screen, first is having good people. When I say good people, skilled people in your R&D department, and making sure that they all have technical competencies which is required to bring about innovation. And then having less turnover in these staff, especially R&D department, because people who are already working for you, they know what you're working on. And see, bringing people who know your project, and innovative projects do not just happen in a go, right? They require a lot of time. So you need people who can stay with you for longer duration, at least until the project is complete. Then coming to the high performance work system. So how do you, now you have good people who have competence, who have technical skills, etc., but how do you motivate or encourage them to work or bring in those skills to use? So you can either have a good recruiting system or good training and development system, or even better, compensation and benefit system. So if you're working on these things which can motivate people to stay back in the organization, and not just to stay back, to motivate them to work better, then that will definitely help in achieving organization objectives. So that is one thing. And the next one is alignment. So if your objective is to bring innovation, then definitely you need good people in R&D section. And also if your objective is to cut down on costs, so having to spend less money on things like recruitment and selection or turnover, so that would save lot of money for HR department. And finally, efficiency. So how can you make these processes efficient? See, when it is R&D, that means the company is investing huge. All the companies, they invest lot of amount in research and development. But how can you cut down? If there is any process where you can cut down on cost, is especially in HR activity, that is recruitment. You cannot actually make any kind of what we can say, you cannot compensate or you can say compromise with the investment in other HR activities, but in recruitment you can. So by investing less and gaining more out of it, this is how you make HR activities efficient in terms of economy. So that's about HR scorecard, wherein HR scorecards are used to measure the performance of the HR activities and to see whether they are in alignment with organization's objectives and strategies, and how much time, you can even assess how much time they're going to take in order to achieve those objectives. So they are visual representation of the HR activities. And how this data is given? By comparing the current data and previous data and showing the results of how each process is moving towards the organization objectives. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you.